Welcome back to another video. My name is Jay. I am an all-star host in New York City with a fleet of 2 Teslas. If you could say a fleet, I guess it's more than one, right? Today I am sitting in the gray 2023 Tesla Model 3 that is going out today in a couple, I would say in an hour. The guest does land around 9 o'clock. It is about like 8:30 in the morning. The car was prepped yesterday, was washed. I did ask for the mats to get clean, but they didn't really do a good job, and there's just no time now to go and clean it. So it's gonna have to stay like that. And I do have to clean some of these, like, I don't know what you call it, maybe like a door sill or something. Well, I'll show you. But one thing that's always good to have is baby wipes. Right, you can clean the seats with it, whatever. The saying is, if it's good for your butt, it's good for anything else. So we're gonna wipe those down and then take the pictures, the pre-rental pictures, or yeah, pre-rental pictures, and then we're gonna head on our way to the airport, because this is an airport delivery, and we're gonna leave it in the parking lot and then head on with our day. So just to show, you know, when you get out, because this car is kind of low, you know, you wind up, you know, scraping the bottom of your feet over here. So this is why it's like so dirty, and then you can kind of see the mats as well. But we're going to try to clean this part as much as possible. The mats I can't do anything with unless I do it myself, I guess. They didn't really do a good job. But let's clean this off. These are like the areas that always get dirty, along with the back of the seats as well. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. I'll clean up the pedals as well. Even though I'm gonna use them, so they're probably gonna be dirty again, but at least it's something better. Let me check out the other doors. Yeah, see? Over here, it's always, and then the back of the seats when anybody sits in the back. Now we're on the other side. Clean the back of this, and then over here. Oh my gosh, even the seats over here. I didn't even see this. It's because of the snow, and then when the kids get in. Anyway, these are things you gotta do. And I think we're just about done. Another thing I like to do, as you can see, that the screen is disgusting. Just wipe it down real good. There is no screen protector on this. There's none of that. Just it's the way it's always been. My gosh, look at that scratch. I just noticed. But anyway. All right. Looks better. Looks better. Okay, now that we got that sorted out, where we cleaned the door wells, door sills, whatever, and the seats, wipe down the seats and the screen. What I like to do is, I like to, when it comes to airport deliveries, ask the guests what's their flight number, right? Because you wanna know when to give it time to drop it off, right? And since I'm dropping it off at the airport, if I drop it off early, then they're gonna get charged for that, because it's not free parking. I do offer free delivery, but the airport's not free. So being that it's not free, and the customer or the guest does have to pay to take the car out, what I like to do is I go to the website, the airport website, which I'll show right here, and I'll go to the arrivals, make sure with the flight number and everything, and I get the plane number, right, the registration number. Then I go to a website called ADS be exchanged, and they have pretty accurate data, which is, I would say, probably the airport website kind of uses, but this one is a little bit more in depth, because on this one you can really see where the plane is, right? And I know it says on the airport website that it's going to land at a certain time, but I like to time it exactly when they land, and that website tracks the plane to the exact T. So I use that, and then once I know that they're landing, then I start heading over to the airport to minimize as much time excuse me, as possible, and you know, the payment that they will have to pay. Usually for my guests, it'll vary from $5 to maybe $15 at most, on the time that, you know, they get their luggage, they start walking. So for every terminal it's a little different, but I kind of know already like how long it'll take them to get everything, and that's including, right, once they get to the gate. Obviously there's time for them to open the gate, and then depending on where they're sitting, right, if they're in the last row, it's going to be a while. So I kind of account for that. There has been times where I actually bring the car and they're coming out of the terminal, which has happened maybe 2-3 times. And yeah, but all the guests that I've had over the past year and a half, I've rarely met any of them in person. Like I said, it's only been like 1 or 2, and yeah, that's kind of like what I do to make sure, you know, to minimize the cost of them to take out the vehicle. And then obviously when they when they bring it back, which is the beauty of a Tesla versus a gas car, but you can kind of fix it or add that feature, is that I know the location of the car. So once I know that they're heading to the airport and they have it on the GPS and it'll say exactly how long it's going to take them, then I can kind of time for me to take out the car, so I don't have to spend so much on removing the vehicle from the parking lot. So there's that. So today's guest is supposed to arrive early at 8:51, but he did book for 10 o'clock to account for any delays or whatever, which I understand. So in this situation, you're not supposed to give the car before that time. Well, 30 minutes before you can, but like, you know, if you put 10 and he's landing at 9, I'm not going to give him the keys at 9, because he's technically not going to be covered, unless he which is what I tell the guests, is to adjust their time, their pickup time. So this guest put 10 o'clock that he's picking up the car, so I will ask them to put it for like 9:30, right? Because if he lands around 9, I think by 9:30 ish, you know, he can kind of be on his way already to the vehicle. So I'm about to start the check-in process and take all the trip photos, and I noticed the first thing off the bat is that the guest has not submitted their license yet. So that's another thing. I usually like to ask the guest to submit it early, right, just to avoid any delays, but he's in the air, so he's probably not going to submit it until late, and then obviously that kind of puts me in a little bit of a spot, because I'm not gonna move or head over there until I see that license and make sure everything is legit. But I'll still take all the pre-trip photos, just to have everything ready, and then once he submits and everything's good, then, you know, I don't have to worry about that. So let's do that now. Let's take the pictures and kind of see like the process. All right, so we're ready to take the pictures. All I like to do is just go around the vehicle and just snap. Oh my goodness. And just snap as many photos. Take pictures of the wheels and just go around. Just snap as many as possible. All right, got done with the photos around the car outside. Now we hit continue, and then we have to take the interior photos. So for this one, I like to open the doors, take pictures of the entire door and the window up, so they know that the window was good, you know. And take a photo, and almost it's so sunny you can't really see it, but you know, it's there. So as I'm sitting here waiting for the plane to land, I'm checking it, and I see that on the airport website it says 8:50 is supposed to land, and it's literally 1 minute away. But when you go to the ADSB website, it's still some time away, and I'll show you right now. So there's the plane right there, and the airport landing is over here. So, and it's about to be 8:50. So there's no way that it's gonna land in 1 minute. It looks like it's gonna go around probably and land somewhere over here. So there's that. And what's funny is that we probably could be able to see the plane that my guest is on, and right from where we are. I'm gonna confirm based on the trajectory of the plane currently. I mean, it's turning, so I think we should be able to see it on this side, but we'll see. All right, never mind. It turned, so it's about to land right now. Let's see if you can see that. Focus. There we go. And once it turns gray, that means it landed, and then it'll make its way to the terminal. There we go. That's official land. All right, let's start heading out. All right, heading to the office. Guest has the vehicle, and took an Uber shuttle, $18, which is a pretty crazy deal. It's taking like $60, $70 from the airport for a regular Uber. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next episode. We'll see how the guest returns the car and all that process. Peace.